Coben and Aaron Black. You may know them as husband and wife, outdoor enthusiasts, adventure motorcycle riders. But who are they? This is Behind the Rider.
I was born in the factory.
Coben Black was born April 22nd, 1985 in Vancouver, BC. Growing up in a large family of 5 kids, homeschooling allowed Coben to share a close relationship with his mother and his older brother Phoenix. A change in the family dynamics opted a move to the city of Langley, BC. Coben would enter public school in grade 5. Public school introduced a new world of friends, the kind of friends you'd have for life. Through high school, Coben fell in love with playing the guitar, which created opportunities for new friendships to grow. In his final year of high school, while working at a local video store, Coben became friends with a fellow employee, later to discover she would become his best friend. Erin Beth Stark was born on December 2nd, 1982 in Langley, BC. Her father still prides himself on delivering her that day, seeing as how the real doctor was nowhere to be found. Erin is the youngest of 3 girls, each sister being about 2 years apart. Her childhood was filled with good times and great memories, including many trips to beaches, lakes, and a few summers including a week at camp. During elementary school, Erin's parents were involved in purchasing, renovating, and selling of real estate. By the end of high school, Erin had been to 5 different schools and lived in numerous homes. Those experiences allowed Erin to learn to easily adapt to change. In 2000, Erin graduated high school, as well as started a job at a local video store. It was there where she met Coben, a co-worker of hers, and they became close friends, spending every day together. It wasn't long before these two were married. My father once told me that marriage was like a motorcycle. It needed 2 wheels to move forward down the road of life.
Every dollar counts, and every morning we mostly work too late until we leave to work.
You know, when you're spending every day with somebody and you picture spending the rest of your life with them, might as well get married.
And also too, I mean, he gave me a puppy, and how could you not say yes to this little guy right here? He's the love of my life, and
What can I say?
as is this guy, so.
With the wedding out of the way, their eyes were set on a house.
Renting just wasn't for us. It just seemed like a waste of money, and you don't have the freedom, you know? Freedom to do the things you really like doing. Oh, nice. So, first off, we had to buy a house. Right when we got married. Seemed like the best option.
Things were looking good for Coben and Erin. They had planted their roots and started a life together. But how do you go from that to riding a motorcycle around the world? And where did the 2-wheel obsession start?
Give me fuel, give me fire, give me that which I desire.
I remember my introduction to 2 wheels. It's my 19th birthday. I woke up in a pile of my own vomit, and after I threw out the mattress, I was just laughing in the shower, and my mom knocked on the door, reminded me it was time to go. We were going to pick up a scooter for me, because I had no mode of transportation, and it seemed like a cheap idea, but as soon as I got on the thing, the rush, pulling out into the traffic, just me on this tiny little machine, and there's cars zooming by you, but it was incredible. I found myself going farther and farther every time I could, every Sunday, just go and go, strapping 2-liter bottles of gas to the back just so I wouldn't have to stop at the gas station. It was awesome.
Coben quickly outgrew his scooter and knew he was destined to ride a motorcycle. But for Erin, riding a motorcycle didn't come so easy.
So I wasn't actually always involved in riding motorcycles or really even interested in them. A while back, quite a few years back now, I saw a really bad motorcycle accident. A guy passed away, and that pretty much caused my major fear of riding motorcycles. I couldn't even ride on Coben's scooter at all or anything like that. I never pictured myself actually doing this, but you know I am, so.
After overcoming her fear of being on a motorcycle, it would ultimately be the idea of a global adventure that would bring Erin to learn to ride on her own.
So I remember the day I kind of proposed the trip to Erin. She was picking me up. It was frosty out, so I wasn't riding my bike to work. And she picked me up after work, and I was sitting in the passenger seat looking out the window at Golden Ears Mountain. And I said to her, "I'm leaving in 16 months to ride a motorcycle around the world. You coming?"
Sure.
And that was pretty much it. We went home and we started planning and looking at maps, and it's just been a blast. Yeah, we'd had some ideas to travel in the past, but I mean, even in 2009, in the beginning, we wanted to rent our house out and just leave up and quit our jobs and go somewhere, but it's never the right time. You never have the right amount of money, and it never works out. For this trip, it was set it, and we're going to do whatever it takes to get there.
It's too easy to make so many excuses about why you can't leave your job this time, or if you don't have enough money. It's pretty much just make the plans and go, and we weren't following through with that. So this time around, we finally just decided to cut that and actually just make it happen this time.
Giver. You know, I think the main things to make a trip like this successful is dedication, and I think there's got to be some kind of personal sacrifice in there. I myself dedicated the last year of my life, we both have, to getting this thing prepped. I mean, even my body getting in shape was top of the list for me to be able to pull something like this off, and just the sacrifices we've had to do. We love our house, and to give it up, you know, just to be completely free and be able to just go out into the world is huge. And the dogs, having to give up our dogs, they're like our children.
Yeah, when we first got this house, we originally pictured ourselves growing old in it. However, the bike trip hadn't really come into our picture yet, and when it did, I mean, that's what we're giving up. We're giving up the future that we thought we had for a different one. As well, we had dogs, 2 of our dogs that, again, we thought we'd spend the rest of our lives with them, but we had to give them up for adoption, and that was pretty much the hardest thing we had to do. It was something that we got through, so that was a really big sacrifice of ours, but if we can do that, they're in good homes now, then we can probably continue going like this and make it work. So
yeah, with great sacrifice comes great reward, and we're both really excited for this trip.
Have you ever seen the far side of a mountain swallow the sky as you travel through the valley, as you're speeding still far behind, through the valley where lovers climb? Yes, it will follow the right.
So now, with an adventure of a lifetime ahead of them, we will watch as they ride the world together.
Have you ever seen the quiet indecision of a man?